number 5 of our book advent. Go on then.
Let's open like and then open presents.
Does Mummy wrap them up like Santa presents? Ooh, what's this one? A perfect day for it. It was a beautiful, crisp winter morning. Bear stepped out into the snow and sniffed all around him. His merry little eyes twinkled in the bright light. His big furry feet crunched the fresh white snow under his toes. He licked a claw and held it into the chill morning breeze. Perfect, he said. Bear had a plan. He smiled and set off for the mountain. Good morning, Bear, said Badger. Where are you going? Up the mountain, my little friend, Bear replied. What for? Asked Badger nosily. Because it's a perfect day for it, said Bear, and off he went, tramp, 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 up the snowy mountain track. He's up to something, said Badger. I bet he's going to find some of his secret honeycomb. Badger's mouth watered at the thought of sweet, sticky honey oozing from the comb. Such a shame to let Bear struggle on his own. I'd better go along and help him eat it. So Badger went scritchety-scratchety up the hill, hurrying to catch Bear, and Bear went tramp, tramp, tramp up the snowy mountain track. Fox was outside his den shoveling snow when his keen yellow eyes spotted Bear and Badger. They're up to something, he said to himself. I bet they're planning to snowball someone. What fun! But they'll need a sharp eye and some cunning. I'd better go along too. So Fox went paddy-paw, over his frozen path. Badger went scritchety-scratchety, and Bear went tramp, tramp, tramp up the snowy mountain track. Squirrel was sitting in the treetops, watching her friends climbing higher and higher up the mountain. They're up to something, she said to herself. I'll bet they're looking for buried treasure. Squirrel thought about her own little treasure store of nuts buried at the foot of her tree. She felt very excited. I'm an expert at finding treasure, and they'll be hopeless. I'd better go along too, just to help. So Squirrel scampered down her tree, tippy-toes, picking her way in the snow, following her friends. Paddy-paw, scritchety-scratchety, and tramp, tramp, tramp up the snowy mountain track. Squirrel was in such a hurry, she nearly trod on Mole. They're up to something, said Mole to himself. I bet they're off to find some bugs and worms. Mole's tummy rumbled at the thought of some juicy, slimy, wriggly worms. Yum, yum, my favourite, he said. I'd better go along too. And he slid down the icy path after his friends. Slippery, slidey bump. Slippery, sidey bump, tippy-toes, paddy-paw, scritchety-scratchety, and Bear went tramp, tramp, tramp up the snowy mountain track. Bear got a big surprise when he looked back over his shoulder and discovered that he had been followed. He chuckled to himself and kept on climbing. Up, up, up he went until he had reached the summit. Then he stopped. Perfect, he said to himself. Bear sat down on his big furry bottom and had a little rest. Bear looked at the beautiful view, the trees, the valley, and the excited faces of his friends as they all crowded around him. "Where's the honeycomb?" asked Badger. "Honeycomb? What about snowballing?" said Fox. "Where are the juicy bugs?" butted in Mole. "Bugs? What kind of treasure is that?" said Squirrel. "Yuck!" Bear twiddled his toes in the snow. "I never said I was climbing up here for honeycomb, or snowballing, or bugs, or even treasure." The animals were confused and cross. "But you said it was a perfect day for it," Badger grumbled. "We've come all this way for nothing. It's very cold up here, you know." Bear threw back his big shaggy head and laughed, so loudly it echoed around the valley. "What's so funny?" grumbled the others. "Some perfect day this is." "But it is a perfect day for it," chuckled Bear. "Climb aboard and I'll show you." Bear lay on his tummy and his friends clambered onto his big broad back. "Now," said Bear, "it really is a perfect day, a wonderful day, a truly magnificent day, and the best reason I know for climbing up the mountain is so you can slide back down again. Hold on tight." Off they went, whee, sliding down the mountain. "Whee!" everybody squealed. "Yay! Faster, faster, whee!" Everybody laughed, hee hee hee. Faster, faster, then flump! They landed topsy-turvy in a snowdrift. "Well, that was very, very silly," everybody cried. "It certainly was," chuckled Bear. "Let's do it again." And so they did. And on the way home, all giggly and tired and rosy from the cold, everybody agreed it really had been the most perfect day for it. The end.